the Aramaic and Palestinian Targum, Deuteronomy chapter 16. Be mindful to keep the times of the festivals, with the intercalculations of the year, and to observe the rotation thereof, in the month of Aviv, to perform the Pascha, the Passover, before the Lord your God, because in the month of Aviv, or Nisan, the Lord your God brought you out of Mizraim. Ye shall eat it therefore by night. But ye shall sacrifice the Pascha before the Lord your God between the suns, and the sheep and the bullocks on the morrow, on that same day, to rejoice in the feast at the place which the Lord will choose to make his Shekinah to dwell there. You shall not eat leavened bread with the Pascha. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread unto his name, the unleavened bread of humiliation. For with haste you went forth from the land of Mizraim, that you may remember the day of your going out from the land of Mizraim all the days of your life. Take heed that in the beginning of the Pascha there be no leaven seen among you within all your borders for 7 days, and that none of the flesh which you sacrifice in the evening of the first day remain till the morning. It will not be allowed you to eat the Pascha in any one of your cities which the Lord your God giveth to you, but in the place which the Lord your God will choose to make his Shekinah to dwell. There shall you sacrifice the Pascha, and in the evening at the going down of the sun you may eat it until the middle of the night, the time when you begin to go out of Mizraim. And you shall dress and eat it in the place which the Lord your God will choose, and in the early morn, if need be, thou mayest return from the feast and go to thy cities. On the first day thou shalt offer the omer, and eat unleavened cakes of the old corn. But in the 6 remaining days you may begin to eat unleavened cakes of the new corn. And on the 7th day you shall assemble with thanksgiving before the Lord your God. No work shall you perform. 7 days number to you from the time when you begin to put the sickle to the harvest of the field, after the reaping of the omer. You shall begin to number the 7 weeks. And you shall keep with joy the festival of weeks before the Lord your God, after the measure of the freewill offerings of your hands, according as the Lord your God shall have blessed you. And you shall rejoice with the joy of the feast before the Lord your God, you and your sons, your daughters, your servants and handmaids, the Levites who are in the cities, and the stranger, the orphan, and the widow who are among you, at the place which the Lord your God will choose, where to make his Shekinah to dwell. Remember that you were servants in Mizraim. So shall you observe and perform these statutes. The Feast of Tabernacles you shall make to you 7 days, when you will have completed to gather in the corn from your threshing floors, and the wine from your presses. And you shall rejoice in the joy of your feasts, with the clarinet and flute, you and your sons and daughters, your handmaids, the Levite, the stranger, the orphan, and the widow who are in your cities. 7 days you shall keep the feast before the Lord your God, in the place where the Lord will choose. Because the Lord your God will have blessed you in all your provision, and in all the work of your hands, and so shall you be joyful in prosperity. 3 times in the year shall all your males appear before the Lord your God in the place that he will choose, at the feast of the unleavened, at the feast of weeks, and the feast of tabernacles. Nor must you appear before the Lord your God empty of any of the requirements, every one after the measure of the gift of his hands, according to the blessing which the Lord your God hath bestowed upon you. Upright judgments. and effective administrators you shall appoint in all your cities, which the Lord your God will give you for your tribes, and they shall judge the people with true judgment. You shall not set judgment aside, nor respect persons, nor take a gift, because a gift blindeth the eyes of the wise who take it. For it perverteth them to foolishness. And confuseth equitable words in the mouth of the judges in the hour of their decision. Upright and perfect judgment and truth shalt thou follow, that you may come to inherit the land which the Lord your God will give you. As it is not allowed you to plant a grove by the side of the Lord's altar, so is it not allowed you to associate in judgment a fool with a wise judge to teach that which you are to do. As it is not for you to erect a statute, so are you not to appoint to be a governor a proud man, whom the Lord your God doth abhor. I just want to point out that the 3 times that Yahweh wants us to meet, at the time that they had the tabernacle, was the 3 feasts: the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which goes for 7 days, the Feast of Weeks, which goes for 7 weeks, and the Feast of Tabernacles, which goes for 7 days. I just found that interesting. And the other thing I find interesting is how God abhors a proud man. Yeah. Holy be his name, he who is true.